So how do I turn off Find My? Hello and welcome to iPhone Black and White Troubleshooting. This is my troubleshooting series where I go in depth and try to show you exactly what you need to do in order to fix different issues and problems that you are having. And in today's episode, we are looking specifically at Find My and how to turn it off. Now, with my troubleshooting videos, I try to jump straight into it so you don't have to wait. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing to kind of answer is what exactly is Find My, just so everyone's on the same page and you understand exactly what it is that you're attempting to turn off. And this is your anti-theft feature that is on your device. This is the whole reason that people can't just steal somebody's iPhone and then put in their own Apple ID into it. So Find My basically locks that device to that person's Apple ID. That is what it is. That's all that you really need to think about what it is. And so in order for you to be able to like set your phone up for service, or in order to sell it, there's any number of reasons why you would need to turn off Find My. And that is what we're going to kind of show you here. And there's a few different ways to do it. Now, the majority of people who are going to see this video probably are in the boat where they do not have access to the device, or they have the device, but unfortunately it's broke. Don't panic. Everything's going to be okay as long as you know your Apple ID and your password. As long as you have those two pieces of information, you don't need to worry about a verification code. You're still going to be able to do this. But I'm going to show you the easy ways to do this, and then the more difficult way, but even the difficult way is really not that hard. So with that being said, let's look at the easy ways. Okay, so the easy way that we're going to look at this, I'm going to give you two scenarios. We're going to watch a video here that I took using my test phone, and I'm going to show you where you would go on your device. And this would be the same on an iPhone or on an iPad, and this is going to be basically for anyone who is using a phone or an iPad that is using at least software version 13.0 or higher. Most people, that is going to apply to you. If it's not, I am going to show you something different here in a minute. But for this scenario, we're going to remove my phone, and then we're actually also going to actually remove my watch. But we're going to use my phone in order to remove my watch. And it's super simple, super easy. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And we are going to go onto our test phone, and we're going to click on settings. And you're going to end up seeing my Apple ID. This is a fake ID that will be deleted by the time this goes up. But we're going to go to settings, click on our name at the top, and then we can see right here. And what we want to do, first of all, take note. We see my two devices, my phone and my watch there at the bottom. So if I want to turn off Find My just for my phone, I need to click on Find My right there. Once I get into this screen, I'm going to click on the top, click on Find My iPhone, and then all I need to do is slide the little green mark to the left, and this will give me a pop-up screen giving me the screen that it wants me to put in my password. So I would put in my Apple ID password, and then I would click Turn Off. But I'm not going to turn this off, but now we're going to go back to the previous screens here. And so let's pretend I need to send in my watch for service. Super simple. All I need to do is get back to this screen, and now I'm actually going to click on the word slag there. So this is what I call my watch. And I'm going to go ahead and block out some of the information that's going to pop up here. But you see right there at the bottom, it says remove from account. And that is what all you need to do in order to turn off Find My. As long as you're using the same Apple ID on multiple devices, as long as you can get into the screen, you'll be able to see all the devices listed there. So you click on the device, click on remove from account. If you click on the wrong one, it's no big deal. Just hit cancel like I did right there. But now we actually want to remove it. So all you have to do is click on remove from account. The screen will pop back up, and then we're going to click remove. And after we click remove, it will take a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but a few moments, and then boom, it is going to go off. And now you can see that it is no longer on my phone. It is no longer there. So it is that easy in order to actually remove a device using another one of your devices. Just remember, you gotta have the same Apple ID. And the other thing that you shouldn't run into an issue with, but and we're gonna see this here in a second, the device that you're trying to remove, like in this case, I was removing the watch using my phone, and I do not have to have the watch turned off in order to do that. It's okay if the watch is actually still on. But you're gonna see here now, we're gonna do this the hard way to remove Find My. And in order to do it this way, the device in question that you're trying to remove, if you're using the website, the device has to be turned off, okay? So I'm setting that expectation now. That device has got to be turned off. So right now, if you're in a situation where like you've got a phone that is just a black screen and it's not coming up, and you've got to send that device in for service, in order for you to turn off Find My using the website, you're going to have to wait until that phone is completely dead. So do not charge it. So any device that you need to turn off that you cannot get into, you've got to let it run and run and run until it finally dies. It shouldn't take more than 24 hours. And then you're going to be able to go in and use this method. So with that being said, let's show you the hard way, but it's not difficult at all, to turn off Find My using the website. Alright, so we're going to show you the website and how to do this, but what I am going to show you first here, and we're not going to go through these articles, but I am going to list them here if you want to go back and read over these. All of these articles are straight from Apple, from support.apple.com, and you're going to see all these articles here. Like, check your Apple ID list to see where you're signed in, and this is going to show you like all the devices where the screen we just saw a moment ago on the video, all the devices that are going to have your ID. If you see something you don't recognize, you can remove it. It also shows you and gives you instructions on how to do this using your Mac or your PC. So that is this article, and it even has a section here on remove a device from the list, which is pretty much what I just showed you how to do. So this is Apple's version of what I just showed you. So that is this article. Second article here is from their guide, and this is turn off Find My on your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. And again, it gives you basically the same information that we saw in the other article, but it condenses it a little bit further. So I'm going to go ahead and link these here, and I will link this one as well. And I wanted to show this one because if you are someone who is using a device that is iOS 12 or earlier, it's going to be just a tiny little bit different from you, or for you, in that you're actually going to use the Find My app. It's an actual app on the phone. So not as many people are using an iPhone 6 or earlier, or an software version of 12 or earlier. But if you are, this is what you want to link here, or I'll link this article so you can read through the instructions. And it's actually really, really simple. But the good news for you, regardless, is anyone who is using two-factor authentication, and that is going to be most of you, you're still going to be able to do it using the website. So the other things to kind of point out in reference to this article is it also gives you instructions on how to remove Find My for a watch, as well as Beats But all of this is also going to be done by going to the website. Okay, so we are now to the website, but it looks like we're at the website we want to be at, but we actually aren't. Where we want to be is actually a different site. So if you see up here, and it's just kind of confusing, so I want to make sure everybody understands this. So you see this says iCloud.com. That is not the website we want. What we want is iCloud.com/find. Okay, so now we are to the site that we want to be at. This is going to be iCloud.com/find, F-I-N-D, find. And so once we get to this site, you see that it basically changed here. So we've got a different icon, and this is telling us that we're just going into the site that is for the Find My. So we're going to go ahead and put in our Apple ID. I've been here before. Hit here and put in your password. Now you are going to have to know what your password is. You have to have your password. So none of this is going to work without your password. So once you get this, put it in, and then we'll get to the next screen. Okay, so once we actually get in, it would show the map area. I'm zoomed in at the moment. I'm not going to show my location, but once we get in here, you would be able to click on all devices, and it's going to show. Now I've turned off both of my devices, my phone and my watch. So if they were turned on, they would be in green. If there is no green dot right here, it means that they are turned off. So this is now going to give us the ability to remove it. So here's what would happen if we click on, we're going to just try to remove the phone. Okay, so we see this window now pop up here, but what we don't see is the words remove from account. So if remove from account does show up right here, then all you would want to do is click on remove from account, and then you would be able to immediately remove the Find My iPhone. But if for some reason that does not appear right here, it's no big deal. All you're going to do is go up here to your devices, and now there's going to be a little X that shows up here. As long as the device is not turned on, it's going to give you this X. So if we click on the X, we're going to get a different window that pops up. I'm going to show you what this image looks like. So this is the image that would then pop up on that screen, and it would say remove iPhone. This iPhone is linked to your Apple ID. Removing this iPhone will allow it to be activated and used by another person. That's okay, because you are going to click remove. So you can see in the example here, they actually had the remove from account show up, and that's what they clicked. But if you click on the X, like I just showed you, you would then get this screen right here to pop up, and all you would need to do is click right there, click remove. Okay, so again, if you've got the ability to do this using your device, that's definitely the easiest way to do it, but don't be alarmed. I'm going to put links into the video here in the description. But remember, you've got to remember this. In order to get around putting in a verification code, you've got to go to iCloud.com/find. That's the site you have to go to. I can't stress this enough, because if you don't, y'all are going to get super frustrated when it's like it asks for a verification code and you're like, I can't get one because my phone is destroyed. How am I supposed to get a code? You don't need one. You're just going to the wrong site. So don't get frustrated. iCloud.com/find. Follow the steps I just gave you. You'll be done in under 5 minutes. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that this was beneficial. I know it can be really confusing, but Find My is really not that big of an ordeal as long as you kind of understand the moving parts and everything that goes along with it. But if you found this video to be helpful, Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, come on back, learn how to become an iPhone expert, and don't forget to send this video to your friends and family so I can turn them into iPhone experts as well. Alrighty guys, thank you so much, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.